Hey there, gamers. Mark the Lone Gamer here, and we are back in Dragon Age Inquisition. Huh. The last episode, we started our travels here in the Fallow Mire, a haunted swamp full of zombies and demons, where it's always raining. There apparently is no one left around except for, well, abandoned houses and dead bodies and piles of burning bodies and traces of a plague. And of course, that band of barbarians who captured some of our soldiers. That's why we're here, of course, to rescue our captured soldiers. So our enemies here are the Avvar. They are mounted barbarians. And apparently they want to fight Marion because she's the Herald of Andraste. And for some reason, they take issue with her, proclaiming, or in their eyes proclaiming, that she's been sent by the gods. So, well, we have to go and find the Avvar, rescue our soldiers, and kick their asses. Now, we've been doing pretty well because, well, we've gotten quite far in our levels. Still not super powerful yet. But we're getting there. Marion is level 13. I think everyone is level 12 or 13. At this point, we're pretty strong. So more or less, we've been having a pretty good time. Also, since we have the one ring, or the ring of doubt, we basically have the ability to turn invisible. And when we're invisible, we can score a free critical hit on enemies right off the bat. So the ring is quite a bit overpowered. For everyone's information, in case you're not aware, the Ring of Doubt was actually created by a fan. I think it's part of a competition where several of fans were able to create magical items and have it put into the game. Whoa. Alright. Those are zombies. I think those are Avvar. And, alright. Fairly sure they're pretty tough. Did they go into that? Alright, here they come. Just... uh-oh. Alright. Nothing in here. Alright. Let's pick up stuff. So that's one big reason why the Exalted Plains should be one of the first areas that you go to. If only to get the Ring of Doubt. Because it is such a kick-ass item. go there. Be blown up. What? Oh, shit. Come on. I hate it when the rune isn't set up. Alright. Come on, that's enough. Oh, we have Solus with us. So I think this party is really overpowered because we have 2 Rift Mages. I'm beginning to realize that Rift Mage really is the most powerful mage class. The Knight Enchanter is pretty powerful. All of the classes are pretty powerful, actually. Even Necromancer. And, well... You know what? Why do we have Solus? I switched him back in. We should be getting someone else, actually. But we're here already anyway. Come on, let's go before something else happens. So let's continue. Is that zombie? Oh, it's Avvar. Alright, Come on, come on. Ah. Irritating. So here's a look at our enemy before they vanish. They're barbarians. Got furs and face paint and everything. Oh, they're disappeared. Hello.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Anything else? What do we need to look for? We have to go to the water? Oop, what's that? Tell me another damn bottle. What did we get? What? Oh, whatever. So what's this place? Hello? Is there no entrance? Oh, wow! Who are you? Alright. Waterlogged diary. A diary found in the Fallow Mire. One water-soaked entry dated 10 days ago is still legible. The damn roof leaks and I've been eating boiled roots for a week. I'm squatting in a bog no one's so much as spit in for 10 years. Still better than Alien Inch, thank Andraste. That's the last time I visit the city for a while, so this was written by an elf. I'm worried about the gardeners. They weren't sick when I left. Now they're all down with a fever, and their little boy is at death's door. Nigel Marsh said we should lock them in their home, the sour codger. Maybe I can bring something to help. Is it Deathroot that cures a fever, or Elfroot? It can't be Deathroot, can it? Ask Ire which is right. I'm fairly sure that Deathroot is not something that you name a good medicine. Let's check our staff. Well, it's nowhere near as good. Anyway, full disclosure, I am actually, or well, I did start a different character, a different game. off screen just to create just to play with Necromancer. Because well, we're never going to do another playthrough, or at least not anytime soon. Not another mage and not a Necromancer, because that would be just absurd. I mean, this LP already gets so few people watching as it is. And I'm having fun with Necromancer. I mean, all the builds are surely fun. Why? Right. This is like supposedly the last beacon, but probably the most powerful. Right, lots of zombies. Good thing we don't have friendly fire. Oh shit.
Good work. We have a path free of corpses back to the shore.
Sound strategy.
Alright. Everyone is fine. And we are now level 14. We are rapidly reaching the point where we will become overpowered, even on hard level. These unreadable runes evoke for a moment a sudden and overpowering feeling of smug and vengeful triumph, as though a difficult problem has been solved. There is the image of a bottled elixir. Then it fades. A cipher written in the last pages of apostate Widris' journal corresponds to the veil fire writings found in the Fallow Mire. The deciphered messages are notes that, when taken together, form instructions on how to concoct a particularly dangerous poison. Tears of the Dead, this is it, I think. I'm fairly sure this is it. So, what is it? Coats weapons in deadly poison. Each hit does damage over time to the target. So that was the whole point of defeating these beacons. Basically, we've created a path of waypoints, fast travel points all the way back to our starting point. And from here, it should be just a little, oh well, from here, just a little walk to the castle. And so, let's just get all the loot, and there's a lot of it. Once again, apologies to people who don't like looting. But really, looting is half the fun. Fade Touch Ring Velvet, yes. Why is it always Ring Velvet? I want other Fade Touch stuff. Give us more variety, please, game. Ring Velvet. Because Ring Velvet seems very popular with undead. Undead or rebel warriors or such. What's that? Oh. Anyway, we should be reaching the... Yes, more. And it's not all the same though. There are apparently two different kinds of Ring Velvet. We have Fade Touch Blue Vitriol. So applies the following to increases maximum stamina by 10. Luster Scotland applies the following a 10% chance to apply Walking Bomb. That's awesome. 10% chance to use Hidden Blades. Apply abilities cost 7.5% less mana. Not bad. So we have quite a few. I should save up these Fade Touch components because I'm fairly sure we're not halfway through the game yet. There's still a long way off before we end this game. We still have the DLC. We're going to do a lot of crafting in that time before we end this game. So we're gonna want crafting materials, which are pretty good. I mean, the stuff we're wearing now, it will be nothing compared to what we can craft or acquire later on. So we shouldn't waste too much resources, but where's the fun in that? You know, I mean, we'll find resources when we need stuff. I don't want to be too stingy. Alright. The castle is right ahead.
More undead! They're endless! Run for the castle!
So we're not supposed to fight here, but you know what? Let's get a bit of experience. Alright. That. Alright, let's run.
They're endless. We should head to the castle.
Yes, let's go. Disengage. Run inside the castle. Avvar. Alright. Look. One of them is upstairs. Take him out. Come on. Alright. Really, the Ring of Doubt is OP. You know what? It's fun. What else is here? Let's get some stuff. And the Ring of Doubt, while it is kind of OP, it's not a mod. It's a real item inside the game. So it's not a mod, it's something that shouldn't be in the game or should break the game. Oh, don't. It's just me. I just want to have a little bit of fun. Don't go out there. What's this? What? Oh, there's something above, I think. Alright. Anyway, we're almost near the end of the castle. Let's explore here first. We have a lot of stuff. We still have almost full potions. Alright. Enchanter mail. Not really that good. Supply cache. So if you're running low on potions, you can replenish here. Don't really need to. Alright. Now here is a locked door. You can't open it even with your...
When it is over. This war? The Inquisition? The people? How you fought against the tide. It is courageous.
Yeah, even with the rogue's lockpicking ability, you can't open this unless you get that special perk. Good thing we got that perk. So we'll come back here after we finish this fight and unlock that door. Alright, let's go. Ouch. Sorry. So here are some Avvar. Let's put that there. Alright. Let's just cotton. Alright. All that's left is the big man himself. Alright. Both Blackwall and Cassandra have full guard. So let's do this. Teach this barbarian warlord how wrong he was to challenge us.
Face me! I am the Hand of Korth himself!
Not sure he can be affected by Oh yes he is. Haha. Uh-oh. Right, he's got a couple of archers up above. Let's take him out. Alright, here's the guy himself. He's alone, so I think he's pretty screwed. But let's give our friends a barrier. Let's put a mine. And he's toast. Alright. Apparently didn't leave anything.
Excellent.
Alright. It's part of the reason why we brought Blackwall along, aside from the fact that he is kick-ass at this point. Because for that... pretty cool axe, but nowhere near as good as what we have now. Still, I guess we could keep it as a memento, or then we could sell it as well. Alright.
Herald of Andraste.
I've dealt with the Avvar. Is everyone all right?
Yes, your worship. The injured need some rest, but we can return on our own.
I can't believe the Herald came for us. I told you she'd come.
Alright. So our people are fine. Ooh, alright, that's cool. But they're not schematics though. Oh well, whatever. Alright, so head back when you can. I think we can go. Now we're not quite finished. There's nothing else here. But we have to come back. What's this? It's Skywatcher. What's he doing here?
God looks after you, Herald. There lies the brat. His father, chief of our holding, would duel me for the loss if he cared enough.
The Inquisition has a purpose your chief likes.
Is this why the Lady of the Skies led me here? To help heal the wounds in her skin? Aye, I'll join you. Let me make peace with my kid and I'll find where you set your flag.
Alright. So not only do we get back our captured soldiers, we get an agent as well. And, alright. So we have to still do stuff. Let's head back to the, what's that? Not sure what that is. Alright, let's head back to the camp. Alright, again, this is possible only through that perk in the secrets tree. I think it's deft hands, fine tools. So you have to make a point to get it. Hargrave Keep. In 652 Storm, Ban Hargrave's knights helped drive Avvar invaders from Ferelden's lowlands. When the king asked Hargrave to pursue the retreating tribes, she refused, demanding funds to build a keep. Caught between a fractured court, Hargrave's knights, and an impending famine, the king reluctantly granted her a large parcel of land to the south. After defeating the Avvar regrouping in the Boglands, the band built her a castle, and as the famine grew worse, the wisdom behind her choice of location became clear. Hargrave Keep ate well, dining on a steady supply of fish and game, while the farmlands starved. Hargrave's line died out fighting Orlesian invaders in the Blessed Age. Only the village at the base of the keep remains inhabited as the keep has fallen into disrepair. From Notable Fortresses, Castles, Towers, and Other Edifices of Interest in Ferelden by Henry Lannon. Interesting. So, yeah, alright. Don't we already have this? Varric. Yeah, we already have Bianca 3. What? Oh well. So, how did we get Bianca 3? I guess it's just a duplicate. All right, mouse. Shred of blue. Near the rain, upon the leaves, upon the sky lies grey. A shred of blue would be denied. Alas, he could not stay. There was a stir within his blood, and the dreams lay thick upon him. A call did beat within his heart. One road was left before him. Here the rain upon the leaves, above the sky lies grey. A shred of blue would be denied. Alas, he could not stay. See how the rain has washed away the tears that you were crying. Though the darkness calls me down, you know we are all dying. Here the rain upon the leaves, above the skies lies grey. A shred of blue would be denied, alas, he could not stay. And so he came upon the place where so many tread before, one last look upon the world before he crossed that final door. Here the rain upon the leaves, above the sky lies grey. A shred of blue would be denied, alas, he could not stay. Birds reel across the endless sky above a house upon the plain. In memory she sings to him of a time before the rain. Sweet Andraste, hear our song, for his road will be ours too. Before darkness claims our souls, let us see that shred of blue. Here the rain upon the leaves, above the sky lies grey. A shred of blue would be denied. Alas, he could not stay. Words to a song scrawled on spare paper, writer unknown.
The history of the Grey Wardens is fascinating.
So that was about the Grey Wardens. And yes, that is another reason why we brought Blackwall along. Because that really helps with him liking you. Right. What? Two of the same sword? Alright, Blackwall, he's our two-hander here. Both are nowhere near as... All of these are nowhere as good as what we already got. Render's Blade. Oh well. Let's go. Time to go somewhere. Thanks to the perk, we can open these locked doors. So I think we'll take the time to go to all the locked doors that we've found so far and unlock them. So we can finally find out what's inside them. So anyway, let's head back. Alright. Varric. Let's see what our prize is. Now, the perk, Deft Hands, Fine Tools, supposedly very good because of the items. Maybe if you can get the perk as soon as possible, you should. Because otherwise, if you get it late to the game, a lot of the items will be underpowered by then. Like these. So, heavy warded armor. And this is our armor right now. Nowhere near as good. But it does look awesome, doesn't it? Anyway, that's fine. It's not the only one. Redcliffe. Let's head to Redcliffe. Alright. So there are a couple of doors.
We look around?
We look around.
We'll be joining up soon. Thank you for all you've done. See? What did I tell you? Thank you.
So these aren't the only doors, the ones we've found so far. There will be more locked doors. So I do think that it is worth getting this perk. Alright, a schematic for a Bianca part. And there are alright. There are other perks in the war table which are kind of worthless. So it's better to really take this. I mean, the one with the horse is useless. The ones with which enlarges your search radius is useless. So I do recommend that you take this perk. So, what do we have here?
Very well.
Lyrium. 135 gold. Paid touch obsidian. On hit gain 3 guard. What's this? 1% plus. Now the trick here is don't take everything. And you can come back here and there will be some stuff there again. So we'll go. We got a very, very good crafting material. Next, let's go to the Exalted Blades. And there's here. So let's go to Fort Revisat. Alright. So right now I'm thinking where we should go after we finish off these doors for now. Because the Fallow Mire is pretty much done. Since we've done the quest there. The only reason to go back there is probably to gather materials like blue vitriol and stuff. But we should think about where we should go next. There are several... well, we could go to the Emerald Graves. We could go to the Hissing Wastes. There are lots of stuff. The places where we could go. Enhancement of Sunder. Sigil of Deathroot. Just 10% attack for half your healing. I don't know. However, There is a good sigil. I did actually, for Marion, I put in her armor. I put the sigil on the Great Bear inside Marion's armor. So it gives her, it basically doubles her mana and stamina at the cost of her regeneration getting 50 minus 50%. I think this is fine because the mana and stamina regeneration is also already pretty fast. So just having it doesn't really, I think, isn't that bad. But it basically doubles her ability to do stuff, to cast spells. So this is worth it. One of the few sigils that seem to be worth it. Now, I guess the other, that sigil that we got, where is it? Where's the sigils? I think this might actually be usable. You just need to put it on someone who is probably more of who doesn't need to heal too much. Maybe on the main character actually, but or maybe on an archer or on a rogue, not the fighter, I guess. Or it depends. You have to put it on someone who can actually get their health back in some way. This is, I don't know. Why would you want more health if you're going to get hit a lot? So it kind of defeats the purpose. I'm convinced that some of these sigils are just trolling you. And they're really not worth it. But among the crappy stuff, there are a couple of gems, probably. Just have to work it out. Which ones look and feel good. Alright, we shouldn't have to take Varric at this point because he's already unlocked the door, but well. So, what do we have? Chatter Mail. Oh, that's crap. Superb Belt of Staggering. Nice. Alright. It's pretty good. That's it. Oh well. So, not all great, but it's nice to have. So what do we do? Alright. Let's give people those things. So Marion, she has Ring of Doubt, Superb Belt of Healing, no. Superb Belt of Staggering. So she's wearing the Enhanced Belt of Health. Enhanced Belt of Sunder. You know what? Let's put the Staggering Belt on her. For Cassandra, let's, because she's our tank, give her that. Varric is using Belt of Staggering as well. Belt of Health. Let's give those things to someone else, but Dorian, Belt of Melee Defense, yeah. I'll probably give the Belt of Thunder to one of the two-handers. Alright, we are back at Skyhold after our long journeys. Let's go talk to people. Maybe there's something new.
Going well, I hope? What's been going on?
Varric came by to talk. He told me a story about copper miracles.
Huh.
I have to go.
I don't think Scout Harding says anything really worth it. Let's talk to Cassandra. Anything new?
Greetings.
No. We've already talked to her and she's given us some side quests.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
So I think she's fine. Don't think there's anything. Don't need to go to anyone right now.
Inquisitor.
Alright, so let's head on back in. Let's go to the war table. Varric, how about you? Oh.
Battling the demons of paperwork. That's a fight nobody walks away from clean.
You have no idea the number of times I've almost been killed by bills of lading. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
I'd like to hear this, actually.
What am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
He didn't answer our question, though, but...
Please don't tell me you're going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Ah, Wicked Grace. So that's Varric for you. Basically, he's the down-to-earth guy.
Worship?
Just keep him at your back. You always have a friend. Let's talk to Josephine.
First enchanted And what else did Lady Forsythia say?
That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition.
Anything else?
She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother.
That does sound like her.
Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention.
You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Navarra, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Should I post more guards outside your room?
That should be unnecessary, Inquisitor. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
Dealing with so many demanding, strong-willed people can't be easy.
It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor, I assure you. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Gennard still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt without mustard stains on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits his whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
I wouldn't know. The day never changes.
It went by so quickly, I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
You've been working continually since I met you, Josephine.
And that can't stop. I must be going. But I leave feeling less troubled than I have in weeks.
Alright, and we are in our quarters. Let's take the opportunity to change our outfit. Now this is one of the better ones, I think. Night's Watch. Very nice, very sharp. I don't like the outfits with white boots, because white boots always equate to jobbers in wrestling. That's just me, though. Anyway, let's go to the war table for a few missions before we leave off. Alright, she's back to work. As she said, let's get everyone to the war table. Alright, no perks right now. Let's pay off this. I've been having Cullen gather Viridium. It's a valuable metal. Power for a price.
I've arranged an accord between the Marquis and the Dowager.
A formal document with impeccable
Perhaps it can be
filigree.
useful to us after all.
The Inquisition is a sight to behold. Command of legions, hearts and minds. It is worthy, your Inquisitor is worthy, and my masters are pleased. I'll bring my wares, and together we will extend your reach ever further. Now you trade not just in treasures, but in will. The esteemed Faris, the representative. So, influence. Seems a lot of rhetoric for just a bit of influence. Gold, alright. I'd like to...
Let us begin.
I'd like to keep gathering gold, but we should do other missions. Ostwick? Later. Improve stability. The Inquisitor's efforts to close the Vade Rifts has increased stability in various regions across Thedas. However, demons sometimes remain, having wandered from the site of the original rifts. The Inquisition has received numerous requests for aid in dealing with this problem.
My scouts report no signs of danger in the pass nearby.
I will arrange patrols to ensure it stays that way.
Josephine, local nobility should take an interest in securing their lands. We can appeal to them for assistance. Cullen, our soldiers can do sweeps of areas formerly containing Fade Rifts and eliminate any demons. Yeah, we're the Inquisition. That's our job. We should
To work?
What else? Continuing her predecessor's work. A neatly filed request form copied in triplicate and delivered to the appropriate parties. Request an assortment of flora from southern Ferelden and eastern Orlais, including several uncommon varieties. See attached list. Tissue samples from several common herbivores. See attached list. Access to an accurate map of southern Thedas and records salvaged from Haven. Purpose. My predecessor, Minave, was studying alterations in feeding and migration patterns in several species. Following the appearance of the breach, her work was left incomplete. I would finish it. Signed, Helisma Darrington, Inquisition researcher. It would be faster to purchase the missing items and hunt them down. My agents can seek reliable sources in Val Royale. I can contact the University of Orlais to see if they have additional materials to aid in here.
At your service.
If you buy them, might be not the same as hunting them down. Follow my resources. Elf fruit. Could always use a lot more elf fruit, but we have a lot, I think. Answer a request from Hazmal. Commander Cullen, I understand the Inquisition is working with reckless mages. I surprise someone from Kirkwall would condone any arrangement with them, but it does put you in a position to aid us. Hazmal's circle sustained significant damage during the uprisings. Rather than follow the Lord Seeker, many of our Templars elected to remain and deal with the aftermath, but our resources are limited. Furthermore, we have loyalist mages with us. Hazmal's people would happily throw them to the wolves even though they had nothing to do with the rebellion. As it stands, I fear we may fail in our duty to protect them. I trust you sympathize with our predicament. I humbly request our charges be transferred to the Inquisition. Knight Commander Bryson. Alright, only Liliana is free. Hostility towards mages remains, but there are ways to travel without drawing notice. If it was Cullen, we have a few Templars of our own. Hasmel's Templars will be comfortable working with them. They can ensure safe passage for the mages. Josephine, we can arrange safe passage from Hasmel and let the city's leaders believe they owe us a favor. Yeah, let's just do Liliana.
Inquisitor.
Let the mages just disappear discreetly. Okay, that's it for now. I'll probably continue to do some of the resource missions because we can always use more metals. I think next episode we will be opening the Emerald Graves, I think. Or we may investigate the Elven Glyphs. Yeah. One of these two. This is a bit too high-low for now, yeah. And this is also a possibility. So, yeah. Anyway, we've been going on a bit, so I guess it's time to leave off. This is Mark the Lone Gamer, and we'll be back in Dragon Age Inquisition in the next video.